What's up, my dudes? First off, I want to say I hope everybody's having a great holiday season after a horrible year that we've had because of this pandemic. Year's almost over, though, and Christmas is right around the corner, man. And yeah, man, hope everybody enjoys it with the family and have some great food and well-deserved rest before we start off another year, hopefully a more prosperous year, 2022, that will go into the history books, but hopefully 2022 will be in a good way, not the 2021 and 2020, part of 2020, horrible years. All right, so this is how I end 2021. CGC charged me $2,800 for like 6 submissions, recent submissions that I sent in. This one is a 25 book pre-screen. It's not going to be a good one, okay, because I didn't get charged a lot for this. I don't remember what books are in here, by the way, but I know I sent these out recently, within the last like month or so, okay, and I already have them back. Meanwhile, from back in March, I still have submissions from like back in March and April that I haven't received. And I haven't been billed for those. Those I haven't been billed for at all. So what does that mean? All right, so Blackstone now owns CGC. And what is Blackstone? Blackstone's a growth company, right? They have to report to the stock market. One of the best investments I made this year is buying that stock, by the way, even though it's taken a beating this past couple of days, but I'm still up a lot on it. And that's a hold for me anyway. But I'm sure that they're putting pressure on CGC management because now, as everybody has noticed, they obviously have another team that's taking care of the modern submissions that that they've been getting, right? Or the recent submissions that they've been getting in, because they're shipping them quick. However, the team that's doing the past submissions from, mid-year, they're still being held up. What does that mean? I haven't gotten billed for those books, so they're taking storage in a CGC facility. That's real estate. Taking storage where they could have graded them, billed me, sent them to me, and worked with that money, reported that money to Blackstone. And I'm pretty sure that Blackstone, is noticing this and saying, hey, what's going on? I mean, where's the money? Where's the cash? Where's the beef? Right? So yeah, hopefully I'll have all of those books, I don't know, maybe by April. Of course, I'm going to probably build another 2,500. After this is done, though, I'll show you guys 25 books going to my comic shop because I got to pay for that 2,800 in CGC charges, So you got to make the hobby feed itself. Even though as of late, guys, I've been putting some money out of my own. I can't do this with one hand. Okay, here's the bad news. 14 out of 25 made the 9.8. I've been getting a lot of these lately, man, where it's more expensive now too, because you got the $8 rejection fee, but that means 11 would reject it, so that's $88 of rejection fees right there for the 11. So we need some good books here. And even though I do love this book, Fear Case, I love the story, right? And I wanted to have some in 9.8. Yeah, this isn't the type of book that's that was going to stay super hot because it was a mini series, right? And this would get hot, and I think will get hot once this gets signed to something. But that's like hoping that it'll get signed. Like I said, look, guys, I like the story. I take chances with it, and I do make money on other things, so I don't mind holding on to this. And seeing, I don't know how many I sent out, but I got 3 back in a 9.8. But those are gambles, as most moderns are. However, if you only hold the raw copy of this, you're only holding on to $4. So if you picked up like 2 or 3 of these, $4, you put it in a short box, and you see what happens, right? Me, it's $4 plus whatever this is going to be, which is probably going to be in the $24 range, just based on the 14 books only, right? So so it'll cost me $28 for the 9.8. I'm, you know what? I'm not angry about that. $28. The book is probably, man, if I put it out there, maybe $40, $50, but that's not the reason why I got it slabbed. I'm just gonna wait on it and see if it ever gets optioned. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Bad Idea. So I went after every Bad Idea book because I do believe that this is more of a movie company. I think they're going to definitely try to get these into film in some way or another, or maybe animated, but they're going to try to get this into some form of media other than comic books. And will they be successful? That's actually a pretty cool back cover, right? Will they be successful about it? Yeah, I think they are going to. I do believe they are going to be successful with it, because some of these stories are actually really good. A little weird, like if you had the power to go back into the past, right? Why would you choose this time to stop history? Yeah. But anyway, we're talking entertainment purposes here, right? Entertainment value, that's what we're talking about. And I think that this could be a very entertaining take, Tankers. They go back into the past, into prehistoric age, because they're running out of fossil fuels. So they want to, the idea, I guess, is, to have more dinosaurs die later, right? So have them survive the initial, extinction, so that they could have more dinosaurs to have more fossil fuels for the future. Does that make any sense? Right? I thought it was entertaining, but yeah, some people say don't like it so much. I'm just looking at it from an entertainment value, as far as maybe a series or something like that. I know Brea is doing pretty well, I think, for NBC right now. It's not the same premise, but it's something kind of similarly to that, kind of, sort of. This one came back as a 9.9. This is ENIAC number 2. I know the reason I sent this one out is because it had a first appearance in a backstory, right? And these are both first printings also. So again, I paid cover price for those, and getting them graded, another $24 probably to get them graded. We'll do the numbers. Okay, this is going to be the next 5 that I sent. Let's see if I got all 5 of them. Hold on. Hey, that's good news. All 5 came back 9.8. So I got 5 back in one of my last submissions that I showed. So all 10 books. I got 10 books altogether. This was the Comic Blend issue of Something's Killing the Children number 15, with the kid. It's kid in the on the cover. That's oof. All right, but yeah, I'm happy with these. I think I'm gonna do well on these for sure. So all 10 out of 10 came back 9.8. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this was the foils. Now, this was weird about this, right? I bought like 10 foils. I think it was from an Unknown Comics. I bought 10 foils of the local comic shop edition for some Skin of the Children, the 8th printing. No, I'm sorry, that's the 7th printing. All 3 of these, and I think it was only 3 that I sent here, made the 9.8s. But then I got like 4 back that didn't, and they came from the same batch. These made the 9.8s. I don't know. And they look the same. The other 3 they all look the same to me. You know, unless they put fingerprints on them. You know, I think I'm gonna send the other 4 out. Maybe just look for fingerprints and see if I can clean them, and then send them out and see if I get 9.8s on those as well. This book is taking a little bit of a dip because Something's Killing the Children there hasn't been really any news on it, which is fine, because again, this is another book that I'm just going to hold for an extended period of time. And then one last book that's in here, and yeah, this is Invincible Iron Man number 1. This is the hip hop edition. I am not emotionally invested in Riri Williams, but so this is going to be a spec book for me, and yeah, it's going to be a good one too, now that it's a 9.8. All right, this will probably be sold to speculators, because I can't see there being fans of Riri Williams, at least not yet. I just can't see. Are there real fans of Riri Williams out there? Real fans of characters like Riri Williams, of characters like, I don't know, Sherry. Are there real fans of these people? Of what's the Hawkeye, the girl from Hawkeye right now? What's her name? And Echo. Are there real fans of these people? I don't know. Maya Lopez is Echo, right? Maya Lopez, and then Kate Bishop is Hawkeye. First of all, I never liked. I never liked Hawkeye. We're talking about. I'm not talking about Bishop or Kate Bishop. I'm talking about Hawkeye. Never did like Hawkeye. I never understood how Hawkeye could be part of the Avengers. It's a bow and arrow, dude. Bow and arrow. You're hanging out with gods, all right? And you're gonna be an Avenger. Like, even somebody like Black Widow, I'm just not into stuff like that. Batman's a different character, because it's just the attitude, the brains, it's totally different than Hawkeye. All right. Anyway, bottom line is, certain characters I pick up probably to sell to other speculators that are still going to be speculating on this character at some point. Can she get real fans? Yeah, of course. I mean, it all depends. I mean, look, you had characters that nobody even knew about that ended up being well liked, like Rocket Raccoon. Nobody really knew about that character, but now a lot of people do like the Rocket Raccoon, right? I think he does have a little bit of a fan base, and collectors want to have, there's certain collectors want to have first appearances of, say, every character on a particular group, like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? But Marvel built up Rocket Raccoon and a guy like Groot, so they could certainly build up a character like Riri Williams. I'm not saying that they can't do that. What I am saying is that as of right now, I just don't think that there are fanatics of certain characters, her being one of them. Like there would be, like right now, you take a character like this, right? And you take another character like this. Where is the fan base at? The real fan base I'm talking about, right? Real fan base is here. Because I can't wait for that book to come out. I never read a book for this chick. Ever. But I can't wait for a book for her to come back out again. You know? That's the difference. That's the difference. You know? Okay, this is a huge disappointment, guys. And the reason is because I wanted to have these in 9.8s. Really did. I sent out 10 of these, and all 10 came back failed 9.8s. The last one was Spider-Man 2099. Surprisingly, that's actually a hard book to get in a 9.8. The only reason there's like a couple thousand of them in 9.8 is because of sheer number of the amount that were printed, you know. But when you look at the stock of this book, the majority are going to have like blunt damage on the corners, or because of the cover, you know, the foil, you'll have a damaged spine. Or if you look in the back of the book, you're going to have tick marks in the back of the book. So surprisingly, that's actually a hard 9.8 to get. This one here, though, man. This is the first appearance of a D-level character, Io, and another D-level character or less. Those are not the reasons why I bought this book. By far, it's not. Okay. Bought this book because of him, Adam Brashear. I am a huge fan, as you guys know, of Adam Brashear, Dr. Adam Brashear. And talk about like characters that, do they really deserve the types of prices that they're commanding, right? Character like that, right? America Chavez, does she really deserve that? Well, we're going to find out. Those prices are being commanded by speculators. It's all speculators, in my opinion, okay? I would not pay that type of money for a character that's not established. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't, right? Now, would I pay that type of money? Now, when I'm talking about that type of money, I'm talking about their first appearances. Her first appearance, you know, Acts of Vengeance, it's going for over $1,000, right? Probably raw for a near mint, you know, or at least something that looks like near mint. Would I pay that much money? No, I would not. I think at some point you miss the boat, right? If she turns out to be a good character, which you don't know if she will. I don't know much about her, except that people are specking on her. That's about it, right? I do know a lot about him and what attracted me to that character in the first place. And I know for a fact that he will definitely have a fan base and has already a fan base. Monica Rambeau is pretty much just a character that has seniority right now, you know. She came out in the 80s, and you know, she's been leader of the Avengers. She has been, you know, and this particular book has all three of them in there. For some reason, nobody liked Captain Marvel. And Marvel, in the Marvel Universe, is saying that they're not going to reprise the role of the Black Panther. At least probably not male Black Panther, because of Chadwick Boseman. I think that's actually a disservice to the Black Panther character, okay? Because Chadwick Boseman was an actor that played him. And why would you make the actual character pay for that? Why would you? You know, he was an actor, and yes, it's tragic what happened to him and everything. But maybe for a time it wouldn't be a bad idea, right? But to just say, hey, you know what, we're not gonna get anybody to play him anymore. No, that's a disservice to the actual character. And I do not own a Black Panther first appearance in like the Fantastic 452. I don't own that book. At least I don't think I do. At least I have it. I have it somewhere and I don't know about. But anyway, yeah, there's differences between a character that's being speculated on and a character that actually has a fan base. Okay, speculated, you better hope that you sell it to another speculator that's still speculating, right? If you're buying it for a high price. This one you don't really have to worry about. You don't really have to worry about this guy hitting or not, because he has a fan base. Like, I think people are going to be going after him. I'm pretty sure, and it's going to be pretty bad, like, to mess that character up. I think you gotta work harder at messing him up than than to making it work, really, you know, because of the expectations that are out there for this character already, and of what the character we know in comics can do. I mean, look, we're going to open this up. The very first thing that you see in this character that you don't see out of black characters or minority characters, what is he doing? This guy's a freaking scientist. You see that? He's like analyzing, like Reed Richards. That's what you see. You know, I grew up with comic books as a little kid. You didn't see things like this when I grew up. You know, this is the kind of stuff that makes you a fan of said character, you know. That's why I kind of like Al Ewing's at least take on this particular character, is because at least he put him in the layer that Kevin Greavius puts him in, you know. He is in fact a scientist, but he's a super freaking powerful scientist, a guy with the brains of a Reed Richards, but the might of a mighty Thor, you know. He calls him an antimatter reactor. That's really what he is, you know. Anyway, let's look at the numbers. All right, guys. So, $15 is the shipping to CGC. $362 was billed to me by CGC, plus $15 is $377. Divided by 14 books, that comes out to $26.93 per 9.8. So what I like about it is that $26.93 is absorbing the $88 in losses for, I mean, I shouldn't even say that I like it, because I don't like getting that loss, you know, but still, that's the price of getting the 9.8 for making the mistakes of not seeing that, you know, that little ding on it. Okay, now I get a second shot of getting a 9/8 on those ultimates, though, you know, but of course now I'm going to have to send it out to get pressed, so it's going to cost me around $35 to try and get the 9/8. More than likely I'm going to send them to get pressed and still do pre-screen on those 10. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this real quick before I end the video. This is Gunslinger Number One. This is a GameStop exclusive. Now, I'm going to give credit to Two Brothers Comics on this, because they had a video on this book. It's Kingspawn Number One. That was an exclusive for GameStop. But when I came into GameStop and I put Spawn Comic, this one's in there as well. And that's for sale for $6. They're both for sale for $6. They're limiting you to 5 copies each. They're still available, okay? This book is selling for $40 on eBay, so whoever's buying it, and that's completed sales, whoever's buying them, they don't even realize the GameStop has them online for $6. So if you guys want to make a quick profit, you can make it like that for people that don't do their homework. All right, I'm gonna go. Well, I went after 5 of each, but and again, they limit you to 5. So I don't know if maybe you can go back in there and put more orders in, but I only did 5 and 5. I didn't want to be too greedy. But yeah, Spawn is pretty hot right now, so it's more of a no-brainer, this one. Just wanted to put that one out there. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna show you guys some books that I'm gonna send out to my comic shop. Let me see. All right, so this is 24 books going to my comic shop. Later on this year, because I should be getting some Silver Age books soon. Some of them are going to be going to Comic Link. Maybe not too many, just a couple. But for, I like using my comic shop for my moderns and my Bronze Age. And that's mainly what I deal with anyway, is bronze, modern, copper, But yeah, most of this is, actually all of this is modern. No really huge books here. Yeah, I'm going to be sending some of these over because of the trailer from Miles. There's a lot of Miles books in here. So I got a 9.2 newsstand, a 9.4 newsstand, and a 9.6 newsstand going in. That should sell. I just sold a 9.4 for $150, and only because the trailer came out and then it sold like right away. Like I went to look at it and then it had already sold. It had been sitting there for like a couple of months without selling. Then the trailer comes out, somebody buys it like within like 10 minutes of that trailer coming out. Yeah, I'm sending a few of these. Miles Morales 23s. That's another book. I had 4 of them up for sale. I had them out for like a month. They hadn't sold. All of a sudden the trailer comes out. I only got 1 left, and I'm sure that's probably going to sell, I don't know, next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe even tonight. So I'm sending 4 more of those. So that's been a good one. Send one of these over. I ended up getting 2 9/8. Bought them for $10. No, was it? Well, it was $46, right? $46 for this one and Spider-Man 2099. Both of them came out 9/8. We'll see what that one goes for. Should go for some good money. These have been doing pretty well in auctions, actually, on my comic shop. Let me see. Stray Dogs. Yeah. Alright, so this is what I do, even with good books like this, like Stray Dogs. This is the cover A, and I'm sending a cover B also, 9/8. What I want to do with these is, even though they're good books and I want to keep, I have 2 of each. So I'm keeping 1 for now. I'm going to be selling them all eventually, but I want to get back into the black, And then, let's see, we got a 9.6 that I'm going to send. I'm keeping the 9/8 of this one. Definitely keeping the 9/8. This is a hard one to get in high grade. I sold the 9.2 for $150. This one I've done really well with. I knew I would, though. Venom 28. This is part of the Grail project, which I'm going to have some numbers for that. Ultimate Fallout second print 9.6. That's gonna sell also. I know I sold one for I think $350 when it was really hot. I don't know what they've dropped to, but I'm sure they're gonna be good after this trailer. All right, so Department of Truth 11. This is the And Justice for All cover. Not sure how well that's gonna do. You know, Department of Truth. It's got, you know, so many covers on those. Okay, Moon Knight number 1. This is the Garner cover, the Virgin. Okay, I'm sending a couple of those in. Send one of those to Mark Spector, but in the in the trade. Ended up liking the trade a little bit better, you know, that because they didn't have the rings. And then I love this cover. Got 10 of these. All 10 came back 9/8. I'm sending 3 of them. I'm going to put them in auctions. On my comic shop, and then I'm going to put these in auction also. Number 17, because for 17 they didn't have too many variants for that. I'm sending a Virgin and a trade. That's it. That's 24 books. 24 books going to my comic shop. Now, again, if you ever see a book in my on eBay that you want to buy, go to the sellers. Always go to the sellers. Even I've made this mistake before, where I just got the FOMO and I hit buy it now. And then I found out it was my comic shop, and I could have saved a couple bucks just by buying it there. You know, yeah. Do that, my boys. And yeah, that's it for this video for now. Alright, don't let the FOMO get you, okay? Buy smart. We'll talk about some investment in comics. Hopefully I'll do that video this week. Later, my dudes. Hey, before the year's over, I got a couple AOKs that I'm going to give out, okay? I'm planning on doing AOKs every so and so times for random people, you know, my guys for sure. Okay. All right, we'll talk.